Hey, Chickadee. One inch thicker. Hi, hon. Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. Hey, Frisky. 1 inch thicker ice. One inch thicker ice. Yeah, I didn't say longer, I said thicker. Size matters. It's really, I like watching this. I got some fish food today. I have 35 pounds of fish food. I'm gonna bang a hole in the ice and I'm gonna put the fish food through. Daisy peed on the kitchen floor. You good girl? Yeah, it's alright. I let you slide. Because you're a good girl. You're Daisy. Yeah, that's a good girl. Oh, yeah, huh? Talking about you? Yeah, 35-pound bag. I've had it a long time. Actually, it's probably not 35 pounds. It's probably 25 pounds. I'll show it to you. see it? Hi, hi. Hey, girl. They don't. I think that's mainly for, like, I know catfish will eat it, but I was thinking I'd get the bass to swim closer to my GoPro, but they look at it, they follow it to the bottom, but they never ate it. Yeah, you know, a lot of these fishes, a lot of these food you got to be careful with. Like, I know that there's too much protein in cat food, and people think when they see the dog eating the cat food that it, you know, they're, as a human, they're thinking, oh, the dog's wanting to take the food from the cat. The dog's eating the cat food because it tastes so much better. As you know, they have to enhance the flavor of cat food. It tastes 10 times better to a dog than dog food does to a dog. So that's why they're really eating it. But if you gave this food, like I've given handfuls to seagulls and crows, but if you read the content, it wouldn't surprise me if there's something in it that wouldn't be good for cats. But I am going to test the... I do have an ice auger, but the ice is too thin to stand on. So I got to bang a hole from the shore, and I'm going to try one right now, because I want to know. Batter up. Batter up. You want pee-pee some more or not? You want to come out pee-pee some more? You don't. No problem. No problem. No problem. Bang a hole right through. 2 swings. Yep. I could probably pull up closer and watch me do this. I got fish food. No problem. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, baby seals. See that little fish swimming yesterday? You know, if you went out here and fell in, which of course you wouldn't get out too far because the ice isn't thick enough, you would be so screwed. There's no way you can climb on top of this ice, and it's too thick to like smash with your hand like you were swimming. Yeah, you would be absolutely screwed. $25. $25. I'm going to bang holes in the ice, and I'm going to give the fish food. Hey, Blue. I'm not sure. I gotta try and get something done today. I'm not like an early eater. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to the Asian place. There's all sorts of stuff there. If you look at that underwater, it looks like summertime. Green. You know, everything's alive under the ice. It's not like you're thinking. I know it sounds crazy, but it looks like summertime under the ice. Seriously, it's nuts. Now they don't have the amount of abundance of food that they'd have in the summer, flies and all that shit. But there's stuff, little things swimming around, and it's crazy, man. It's like, I didn't know this much about underwater in the winter either until I started getting this GoPro. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like summertime underneath the ice. No, nothing's frozen. It's all lush green. I'm going to use that GoPro camera today, and you'll see where the leaves have fallen and created that organic matter. And it looks like a damn Disney movie. And another big advantage is a lot of the microorganisms go dormant or don't live when it gets this cold, which creates clear water. And you've got this opaque, clear ice that's over the top. So if you notice, you see so much better underwater with the GoPro now than you did in the summertime. And that's because of the diffraction of light. You've got like a big giant lens now over this whole lake that's creating all this light scattering all over, rather than it being concentrated like as you see the rays penetrate the water in the summer. It's so much better now. I mean, I did summer videos, 2 inches, Hank. I did summer videos, and they're not as anywhere near as cool looking as winter. That's why. Hey, Brian. Mm-hmm. And the big deal in water is you'll see people live comment that water down there underneath the ice is 33 if it's still. You'll see it start to like get a little harder, but as long as there's movement, and it's covered, that's why you don't see clusters of ice around rocks underneath the water. You only see it exposed on the top. It doesn't freeze down there. And you'll see the fish are swimming slow, other than that little guy yesterday. They're cold-blooded. Yeah, they do. They slow down. Yep. Except that little guy yesterday. He was swimming his ass off. That was probably his first experience with not being able to get to the surface. Looked like he was having a panic attack. That's all right. I'm going to give him some food today. I'll tell you, I don't know why though. I mean, it's 25 or 26, right around there. But I'll tell you, when I'm outside, I freeze my ass off, and it's not even windy. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a good guess. Probably right. I'm a freak of nature, though. Oh, God. My goal today is to feed the hungry fish under the ice. I can't wait to tell my psychiatrist. Oh yeah, I'll be 66 in about a week and a half. When they see my testosterone levels at the doctor's office, even the nurses can't help but grin. They look at me like, wow, here's the man. Yeah. They kind of nod their head like a king walked in. Yeah, that's what I got. Fish pellets. I got a whole bag. I'm going to leave my van running. See, that's what fucks me on running out of gas. Is this idle time. Because I go through on an odometer. Yeah, they just kind of wink at me, Jeff. They said, "Are you Tom Reed?" It's like, yeah. It's like, wow. I said, I am. It's like, you know, that's a HIPAA violation. You nurses looking at my testosterone levels. I'm going to let you slide on this one. Hey, Jeff. Well, I'm going to get to this, my task of recording some video underwater today. Only complaint I got yesterday about my videos underwater was that they weren't long enough. Well, I'm going to fix that today. I'm going to record up the yin-yang. Rather than just sit out here like a regular person wondering what's going on underneath the ice, I'm going to bring it to you in 4K. I'm going to bring it to you in 4K. And without further ado, I'm going to get out there and get this game on. Daisy, could you get over here, hon, please? You want to get out with Dad, or do you want to stay in here? You want to come here? You want to come out and go pee-pee? All right. Good girl. Hi, hon. Hi. Want the van? The van? Come on. Good girl.
Hi, hon. Hi, hon. Damn GoPro. I don't think these work that for shit when the water's this cold. This damn GoPro's giving me troubles. I think it's too cold for it, to be honest with you. They say it's not, but I've had this happen before. It's even acting funny formatting. It's taking forever. There's not even that much data on it. Could use my other one. Maybe that's what I'll try to do, my other one. I think I might have realized that my water's this cold. It has problems.
baby.
hon.
Good girl, honey. Good girl. See, I'm telling you, man, these GoPros are glitchy as hell. If I hadn't have checked that, I'd have missed out on all my video today. So I take it out, reformat it, which causes you to wreck a bunch of whatever you got. Do another test with it, just laying on the ice. And it worked fine. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, if you're listening, I just set that GoPro down in right near shore where the water's maybe 2 inches deep, and I left that GoPro running for 20 minutes, and it melted itself down about an inch into the ice. Remember I was telling you about that and how they just slide right the hell off anything? It melted down about an inch just by recording on 4K in a 25-degree day. So you can imagine how hot it gets in the summer. But it didn't stop this party. Yeah, isn't that something, Brian? Yeah, I mean, you're not going to burn your finger or anything, but, you know, I almost lost this thing here about a month ago when I set it up on top of that pulled out boat launch ramp. And I thought, how in the hell, it's not windy? It wasn't on an angle. Well, it was on an angle, but it wasn't noticeable. Yeah, you want to use a tripod. Jeff, I'll send you the link on these Chinese tripods you can get. They're like 6 inches tall. I just got 3 of them. I don't, unless it's like idiot proof, I don't trust a GoPro sitting on anything. I put it always on a mini tripod. It does, man. Yeah, it's no kidding. You'll lose them. I almost lost mine twice because you wouldn't think it would do that. But they're and I don't know if I've got a GoPro issue or an SD card issue. You never really know. But anyway, I did a test on the second one, so I went back and re-recorded it, but I got robbed out of 3 good videos last month, and it wasn't from doing anything wrong. And I said, it's Chosen One Productions. I want to see if there's any open water here. Now, it'll be a good day at the park today because it's been so cold. Yeah, there's not much open water, not enough to record anyway. Hi, baby. Hi, Crystal Blue. Hi, hon. GoPro lives do matter. Oh, how you doing, Jennifer? How's your day going? You partying? do that. I know all that. Reformatting them. I know all that. It's not that. And there's a double-edged sword to reformatting cards. It's not always good. You can reformat a GoPro card inside a GoPro and it still doesn't erase the video sometimes. I don't know what the hell it is, to tell you the truth. I've tried isolating it. Like, at least I'm gonna look at. I don't think there's a number on this little SD card. Hey, LA, how you doing? Oh, my baby, oh my sweet baby, honey. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Well, this isn't as good as I thought it'd be. Water's high. So you never know until you go there. This is our answer to Leland, Fishtown. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, but not enough frozen stuff around on the rocks and stuff. A lot of good rocks here too. Yeah, this is nothing today. There's crowd in here. They're hard to see though without polarized sunglasses. Yeah, it's funny you should say that. I just talked to somebody about that today. I would say believe it and take it seriously, because I've been there. I know how that can occur when your thinking is that you realize that you don't have the wherewithal to get out of a deep dark hole, and it's 10,000 times easier to escape it than it is deal with it, because you really don't think you can. Really, if you're really at that point, I don't know, you know, when it comes to that, quit worrying about bills and how you're going to pay for it and all that kind of stuff. On medical bills, as long as you make payments, they're not going to put it on your credit. I would go to an emergency room. You're not going to get treated there. And if they ask you at the emergency room, are you thinking about hurting yourself? Be truthful. Tell them yes. And they have no other choice but to find you a bed in a psychiatric hospital, even though it may be 150 miles away like it was with me. And that way it'll get you into, I mean, I don't know if the holidays bother you, it's coincidental. That way you'll get in, you'll be put in a place. It's voluntary too. There's a big difference between going to a psychiatric hospital, voluntary or involuntary, but you're going there in your own volition. And if the doctor, I would double check the paperwork, because you can get that changed once you get to where you're going. I'm not 100% sure that a doctor wouldn't consider that a involuntary admission. I'm not 100% on that, so check it. Go to emergency room and they ask you the $50,000 question. Tell them the truth, and good luck. Yeah, believe me, I've been there. I mean, you could call me if you want. You can email me. I'll give you my number. I can't give you any advice on what to do. All I can share with you is my experience. And believe me, it's not fun. We'll put a GoFundMe up for you if you're worried about paying for it. It's not that much anyway. I mean, when you're considering you're thinking of ending your life, it's pretty damn cheap, really. But remember that. Go there, go to emergency room, tell them you're thinking of hurting yourself, tell the doctor that, and off you go. You'll be titrated, you'll be in a safe environment, and you won't need to worry about anything. Bills, heat, cold, cell phone. You're just in there concentrating on figuring this out. You'll be it's good. Yeah, good luck to you. Well, I mean, they're not Club Med, but, desperate times call for desperate measures. And not only that, when you're in that state of mind, I mean, everything goes off the rails. You get angry, everything pisses you off, you can't sleep. You're not eating for shit. You're just in a hole. And when you get there, they'll give you a medication that'll take that all away. It'd be kind of like Pink Floyd, comfortably numb. And in those circumstances, that's when you need it. That's what that medication's for. And it'll get you out of the hole. It'll allow your brain to consider logic. Hey Samka, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, good luck is right, man. No kidding. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I do or I don't. That's why I don't really try and give advice. I just know what that's like. I think I'm probably luckier than most people because I think what seems to be a big driving factor in getting people there is loneliness, and they don't think people care, or they don't have a pet, or none of that stuff phases me at all. Zero. It had nothing to do with it. Nothing. That's the downside of these 800 lines. I mean, you're calling up to, how they got hired is a mystery to me, and it's like they're telling you that people care. It's like, well, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't care if people care or not. And then, like, the holidays, I didn't care about that either. So, I don't like this shotgun approach they take, even on these 800 lines. I mean, it's tough, man. It's not, like I say, one size fits all. I mean, believe me, I can remember thinking, there is no way I'm getting out of this hole. No way. Well, honestly, medications, if you look at the efficacy, it's about not that good. 60%, and even those, if you look at the studies, are shaky. I'll tell you, the medication that helps me is I've never been lucky enough. Get that genetic testing. You can get it done for about $240 now. Basically it's how the drugs are metabolized in your liver. I don't know if you know that or not, what will help you from a psychotropic standpoint. I know. Why didn't I get it? Good question. I tried getting it and I didn't, and I should have, and if I had got that low again, I would. But get the genetic testing. But the medications that helped me were ones that just kind of put me in a fog. I wasn't argumentative. I could sleep, and I just could lay in a bed. And, those are the ones that helped me. It's like, oh wow, that doesn't sound too good. Well, under the circumstances, it was. because there was no way I was going to do that by taking a melatonin or eating a piece of turkey or drinking a glass of milk, man. I was at the end of the road. Twice. So, but I keep trying things. The nice thing about a psychiatric hospital is it titrates you. You know, it'd take you, if you were outpatient, it'd take you a year to get that kind of medication dosed through appointments. But, actually, I should say, medications did help me. It allowed me to think better. And what they were is trazodone and Remeron. I think I was on those for a year. I still keep a couple of bottles of them around. I think what helped me too is getting older. I know it sounds nuts. You can look at some literature, and I had a psychiatrist tell me in Chicago one time that that mental illness gets worse as you get older, and it's like, oh God, why would you even say that to somebody? Stupid old cranky Chinese bitch. All she did was bitch about what a terrible office assistant she had and how the girls that answers the phone were stupid. I should have left there the first day, but it's tough to get appointments. So, you put up this shit. I knew she was crazy. But, when you're getting psychiatric medications, not every family practitioner, unless they know you really well, I mean, they don't want to do it. Because I'm telling you, if you go off and off yourself, the first fucking thing that family's going to do is they're going to get an attorney, and he's going to go down there and he's going to get your goddamn family doctor that was trying to help you under oath, and he's going to run him through the ringer about what psychiatric internships or residencies he had. He had none, which is fine. Why he's a family practitioner. And once you get somebody to admit that under oath, even though it was legal for him to write the prescription, and you get him to look like a big fumbling clown, that he was, helping people with the cold and the flu primarily, and bumps and bruises, and here you are treating someone that's suicidal. I guarantee you his malpractice carrier is going to want to give them $250,000 to get lost. So you can understand why doctors that legally can write you a prescription don't want to fuck with it, because in a lawsuit, they're going to look like a bumbling, fumbling clown. Yeah, liability nastiness. Oh, sorry about that, America. Yeah, well. Oh, hell yeah, it's hard to keep going. Well, hang in there. We'll set you up a GoFundMe if you need one. Better believe it, man. Believe this. There's some kind of silver lining out there. I don't know what it is, but you will come out of this a better person in a way you never dreamed of. And you'll be around 20 years from now, and somebody's going to be just like you, and you're going to talk to them because you made it through, and they were having a hard time doing so. So there's, misery loves company. I hate to call it that, but there's nothing like talking to someone that understands. I mean, when you're depressed and you're down, you talk to somebody and they'll say, oh, let me take you out to a movie. And then you say, well, have you ever had this problem? No, I've never had depression. Well, thank you, but I'm glad you didn't. But this isn't, I'd rather talk to somebody that did. These goddamn cops start a lot of shit too. They'll exacerbate stuff, and people get in all sorts of trouble because they don't recognize someone that's just desperate, and it turns into a assault on a police officer or some shit. And all the cop had to do was be decent, understanding, and empathetic, and instead he just triggered this guy into punching him out, and he's got a criminal record and all this other shit to deal with. Telling you, man, if you wanna eliminate that, and you gave me 10 years to do it, and I made every cop that responded to calls with people that had mental illness, if I sent Pee Wee Herman in a police uniform, most of this shit would go away, because it wouldn't be a male challenge, it wouldn't be a steroid lifting, weightlifting kook that's gonna save the world, it would be someone that was non-confrontational, understanding, no threat, that saw it your way, and the whole thing would be de-escalated. I just went to this Christmas party where there were a bunch of airline pilots, and they were telling me that one of their two things they worry about now: flight attendants getting beat up because you can't unlock that door, and bad flight attendants, people that escalate problems rather than de-escalate them. I had a captain tell me that he had to pull the captain card twice in the last year, and he knew damn well one time it was a guy and one time it was a girl that just started arguments with passengers about masks rather than going with the protocol. And that's what got the thing going. You know, all of a sudden the flight attendants got a big smile on their face, and you're going away to jail for a year. And no, you never get a chance to tell anybody that it was the flight attendant that escalated it. You've already been arrested. This is how stuff works. I mean, yeah, man, it's so damn... There's all sorts of stuff like that happens. Another guy, airline pilot, told me he chews these damn flight attendants' ass all the time later on. He said they'll even admit to like telling him things. It's like, you can't be doing this. They like put requests that I don't want this flight attendant on my flights. Asshole just goes around, you know, Nazi wearing mask, crazy, argumentative, starting idiot. Just mean, nasty people that love, well, you guys know this through YouTube, that love conflict, controversy, arguments, drama. That's how they live. That's the only way they get any dopamine rush, because they're stupid, they don't have any careers, they haven't had any success in their life. And where you get it because you do a good job, you got an advanced degree, you have some interesting hobbies, they get it by fucking someone's life up, stalking them, calling their neighbors, because they get pleasure through no other form of life. The place is loaded with them. I had some cocksucker put a copyright strike on a video that I had from like 5 years ago of fucking flowers moving in the breeze. That's all it was. It wasn't any music, it wasn't any white noise, it was just, you know, some kind of cool flowers. I was someplace. Copyright strike. The fuck are you talking about, man? But they get on there and they see that, you know, he got his video, didn't get any views, and I got 1,000 views or some stupid shit. I wish I could hide those views. If I could, I would, because they don't get you anywhere. That's why I hid my subscribers. It doesn't get you anywhere. All it does is get these crazies jealous and pissed off to try to like cause you troubles. It's weird. Yeah, this isn't shit here today. There's not any snow. There's a few specks of ice. Yeah, Captain Karen's. Oh, big time, man. You ever look, there'll be like 4 or 5 of us talking. There'll be 30 people on there through the whole thing. They're trying to get you where you said something about somebody and then emailing them, and it's fucking nuts. These are adults. Or what Sharon said about Bobbles and what Bobbles said a while. 50-year-old people, and that's all they got to do is make videos about each other. Their life is sad. Hey, C-Mac. Yeah, copyrighted. YouTube was just as bad. I get a hold of them last night. It's like, hey, I think it's all artificial intelligence, because they always want you to explain something to it like you're talking like a 6-month-old baby. It's like, hey, this fucker just filed this copyright. There's no music. I didn't make any title, name. I didn't say anything about white noise, even if I did. It's like, well, could you send me a link to the video so I know what you're talking about? It's like, yeah. Send him to a link. He comes back on. He says, I said, it's a long video on flowers. He comes back on. He says that bear with me. So you get a few of those, 10 minutes by. And he said that I need to appeal this. It's like, well, why are we wasting this time? Why are you even asking me this shit? So I got to jump through all these hoops, fill out all this shit, even though I didn't do anything wrong, and there is zero chance of any copyright strike. It's just time-consuming, pain in the ass. I mean, they don't even like do the bare minimum. They put the burden on you to do everything. And I think they think, well, if this guy, you know, spent 10 minutes doing this bullshit and he shouldn't have had to, maybe he's got a legitimate complaint. But as far as I'm concerned, when somebody does that, they need to check first of all before they even contact me if there's any violation. And if there's not, don't send me anything. That's your job. Bunch of dicks. Must have got too hot up here for Daisy. Yeah, Philip, take your email off there after you send it to them. They'll be fucking with you too. There's Dazer. Dad's got GoPros everywhere, hon. Oh, you got it? Okay, good. Yeah, take it off. You'll be having the Austrian police show up with a warrant for some fucking weird shit that you never even did. I'm gonna drop my car off tonight for an oil change. Tire rotation. Another thing is how some of these so-called authorities, like the Michigan State Police, take these crazy, nutty, baseless complaints and run with them. They don't do any vetting or any due diligence. They just take it as face value, and even when they get egg on their face, they don't even have the courtesy to say, you know, we're sorry, you know, we didn't have the time to check this out. They just do a lot of weird shit, and then that's your problem if you don't like it. This fucking Ollie has caused more problems than 100 stalkers put together by calling police departments and having people swatted and having the authorities show up because they're supposedly beating their kids. I hope that Canadian pig gets squashed flat by a logging truck, and I hope there's no damage to the truck. Yeah, they're just nuts, man. They have no life. I mean, if you look at Ollie and her life, where else is she going to get any pleasure? Her family doesn't talk to her. She couldn't get hired. She's got a criminal record. She looks like a pig. She's a bitch. She has no money. So she gets off by causing trouble. So I give her an A though for making the Michigan State Police look like a bunch of bumbling, fumbling Keystone cops. She had them waste more goddamn time messing with me, and they took it and ran with it. Yep. Daisy's sleeping in the middle. Hi, hon. Sleeping, honey? Daisy's sleeping in the middle. It's alright, hon. It's okay, hon. Good girl. Get him away from the van. Get him away from the van, hon. Had a girl. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys, and go get an Asian lunch. So I hope you guys have a good day today. You party on. Simka, how you doing out there? Yep, Asian persuasion. Yeah, thank you. You got me on later, yep. You guys party. See you, Frisky. See you, Philip. See you, LA.